dear students, myself Gangadhar Solanke, and I welcome you all to the MCGM's virtual classroom. Our subject is geography, and the topic in geography is third chapter, that is physiography and drainage. So to understand this in detail, two maps are given: India physical and Brazil physical. Physical maps of India and Brazil. There is figure 3.1 and figure 3.2, and the questions are given which you have to solve or answer given questions by using these given maps. And then about drainage, Brazil river, and one more of India's main rivers and lakes. By observing or by studying these given four maps, we can easily understand the physiography and the drainage of India and Brazil. India, if we are talking about the physiography of India, then it is divided into five major physiographic divisions. And these divisions are the Himalayas, the North Indian Plains, then the Peninsula, coastal plains, and the last one, island groups. These are the five major physiographic divisions of India: the Himalayas, the North Indian Plains, the Peninsula, coastal plains, and island groups. Now I'll study in detail about all these physiographic divisions of India, and in this the first one is the Himalayas. As you can see, the images on the screen, the Himalaya is one of the young fold mountains in the world. The Himalayas extended from Paminot in Tajikistan to the east. It is a major mountain system of the Asian continent. In India, it extends from Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. The Himalayas extend from Paminot in Tajikistan to the east. And if we talk about India, it extends from Jammu and Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh. Here you can see Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh, that is Himalayan states. Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, Sikkim, and Arunachal Pradesh. The Himalayas is not a single mountain range. There are many parallel ranges in the system. The southernmost is known as Shivaliks or the Shivalik ranges, which is also the youngest range, and the Shivalik hills or range are the southernmost and geologically youngest east-west mountain chain of the Himalayas. This one now, Shivalik hills, or the range of Shivalik hills. Next to Shivaliks are Lesser Himalayas, Greater Himalayas, and Trans Himalayan ranges from south to north. And these ranges are young to old respectively. Now, this in map again you can see Great Himalaya, then this one on number second, Lesser Himalaya, and the last one, Shivalik ranges. So if you go through the maps, then it is very easy to understand the geography. Here again you can easily understand this in yellow color, Lesser Himalaya, this one. We'll go for the next. These mountain ranges are also divided into Western Himalayas, or we can call it as Kashmir Himalayas, Central Himalayas or Common Himalayas, and Eastern Himalayas or Assam Himalayas. So basically it is divided into Shivaliks, Lesser Himalayas, Greater Himalayas, Western Himalayas, Central Himalayas, and Eastern Himalayas. And the next one, North Indian Plains. This division lies between Himalaya mountains in the north and the peninsula in the south. Similarly, it extends from Rajasthan. Here you can see it extends from Rajasthan and Punjab. From Rajasthan and Punjab in the west to now this is to Assam in the east. North Indian plains extend from Rajasthan and Punjab to Assam. It is mostly a flat, low lying area, and the North Indian plains are divided into two parts: Ganga plains and Sundarbans. The part lying to the east of the Araulis is the basin of the river Ganga, and that is why it is known as the Ganga Plains. It slopes eastwards. Most of the West Bengal state of India and Bangladesh together constitute the delta of Ganga Brahmaputra system, which is known as Sundarbans. It is considered to be the world's largest delta, Sundarbans. The middle part of the northern plain formed by the Ganga river and its tributaries, that is the Ganga, the Yamuna, the Ghagra, and the Kosi. Here you can see Sundarbans. This one here. With the help of map, it is easy to locate. The western part of the North Indian plains is occupied by desert, which is known as Thar Desert or Marusthali. This region is spread to the west of Aravallis and Delhi ranges. These plains are formed as a result of depositional work by river Satluj and its tributaries. Because the soil here is very fertile, agriculture is largely practiced in this region. So next to the North Indian plains, observe this map. Here you can see the Thar Desert. Aravalli Range, River Satluj, and the next point, the peninsula. The area lying to the south of North Indian plains and tapering towards tapering. Here you can see tapering towards the Indian Ocean is called Indian Peninsula. Now here the first in the map is Central Highlands. Then the second one Deccan Plateau. And third one is Chota Nagpur. It consists of many plateaus and hill ranges. The Aravallis in the north are the oldest fold mountains. It includes a series of plateaus bordering the plains. Vidnans and Satpura ranges in the central part and the hilly regions of western and eastern Ghats. Next, the coastal plains. As we know, India is blessed with a long coastline extending for approximately 7,500 kilometers, which lies to the western and eastern coastline show remarkable dissimilarities. Again, pointer on the screen, pointer on the map, and you can see coastline or the coastal plains of India. The western coast borders the Arabian Sea, which is by and large a rocky coast. At places, spurs taking off from the Western Ghats have extended right up to the coast. Its width is also less. Rivers originating from Western Ghats are short and swift, and hence they form estuaries and not deltas. Like this. The eastern coast borders the Bay of Bengal and has formed as a result of depositional work of rivers. Many east flowing rivers using from the western and eastern Ghats meets this coast. Because of the gentle slope of the land, rivers flow at lower velocities and deposit the sediments brought with them at the coast, and which results deltas which are found along this coast. And the last point of the physiography of India, the island groups of India. India has many small and large islands along the coast of mainland. There are coastal island groups. Lakshadweep Islands, whereas the islands in the Bay of Bengal are called the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Islands in the Arabian Sea and in Bay of Bengal, Arabian Sea, which are in the Arabian Sea, are known as Lakshadweep Islands, and islands in the Bay of Bengal are called the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Most of the islands in Lakshadweep are atoll islands. They're small in extent and not very high. Islands in the Andaman group are mainly volcanic islands. They are large with hills in their interior parts of includes an island called Barren Island, which has the only active volcano in India. There are atolls in the Nicobar group too. So this was all about the physiography of India. Again, if we talk about the physiographic divisions of Brazil, which are as follows: the highlands, the Great Escarpment, coastal region, the plains, and the island groups. So if we talk about the physiography of Brazil, it is occupied by highlands, plateaus, and small mountains. There are no very high and long extending mountains in the country, except for the northern Amazon basin and in southwest along the upper parts of Paraguay basin. There are no wide plains in the country. But about all these things we'll study in detail in the next session. So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, take care.